Right, Barra Jacks is where it's at, and this is the January 2021 Barra Jacks box. Big baits for big fish, right? Well, here's a big bait for you. This is one from Storm. It's the Trokar Minnow 07. But why is it called the Trokar Minnow? Well, you'll first notice there's this big metal chamber in the belly of it. So rather than a traditional rattle, this is going to give off a very loud metallic knocking sound as that big paddle tail. Yeah, it's a paddle tail. It's a big paddle tail swim bait. I should have mentioned that first. But as this big paddle tail swim bait is swimming along, that big knocking chamber is going to create a very loud knocking noise, which is great. These first started off in Rapala, and obviously if you don't know, Storm is a sub-branch of Rapala. And then this knocking chamber with its popularity started to move into other series of lures. So they've now started introducing this into soft plastics like this one, which is really, really good, giving you essentially a rattling soft plastic lure. Now these do come rigged, ready to go. You don't need to add any jig heads to them. They are pre-built with a pretty heavy weight inside, a single hook coming out the back, and a big treble down the bottom. Now I may be enticed into probably swapping out for a heavier gauge treble. This will do for a lot of the fish you catch, but that big trophy barra, I probably would swap this out for a heavier treble. But then other soft plastic options, or downgrading to a smaller soft plastic swim bait, is the Chase Baits Live Whiting. Barramundi and Jacks love whiting. Unfortunately, for whiting, they're very, very low on the food chain. So everything eats whiting. So these are a great little profile. They do look just like a whiting. Chase Baits absolutely nailed the design here. And once again, similar setup to the other swim baits. Got a single hook coming out the back and a treble coming down the bottom. I'm gonna fish this probably similar to the big one from Storm, and that's a slow roll. So for both of these, slow roll, cast out, slow roll, and just let that paddle tail do all the work for you. You're gonna cover a lot of ground with both of these, which is great. They're both a great search bait. So if you're fishing in a new area or you're not quite sure where the fish are holding up, you're gonna chuck on probably one of these. You've got two setups, chuck your heavy one on your heavy rod, the whiting one on your smaller setup, and you're covering a lot of bases. Just keep casting, keep slow rolling these back, and you're gonna cover a lot of water. I'm gonna swap over to one of the most classic barra and jack lures here in Australia. This is the Tilson Timber Lures. This is the Tilson Barra. Classic barra lures. This is the gold herring color that I've got here. They are a little minnow style hard body with probably a medium diving bib on them. So this one here is gonna dive down to 3 meters depth, which is perfect for probably your estuaries or some of your sort of drop-offs in your dams as well. You can get itchy twitchy with these. So the way I like to fish it, if you're fishing a lot of structure, cast out, do a couple rips down. So rip, 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 pause. And if they don't hit on the pause, then move into a slow roll. Then cast out again and just keep peppering cast out. Rip it down, pause it, and then slow roll it straight back to you. If you want to fish something a little bit more versatile where you can control the depth that you're fishing at, I'm going to jump over to one of these two here. So you've got your Homunculus by Pontoon 21. So this is the Homunculus Awaruna Dun. Awaruna Dun. Awaruna Dun. Awaruna Dun. I'll go with Awaruna Dun. 5.5 inch. These are a big paddle tail. And then another big paddle tail. These are a favorite. Lunker City Shaker. So 2 huge paddle tails to choose from, and we've also included jig heads to go with these too. So these are the Eagle Claw Trokar hooks. These are super sharp and super strong. These are my first go-to hooks that I use for weedless frogs for cod, weedless setups for barra, chucking big lures, big plastics for jacks into rocks. Super strong hooks, they're absolutely awesome. And these will fit these plastics as well. So I'm probably gonna thread one of these onto my Homunculus Awaruna Dun. done. It'll be done. And then you've got yourself a great option for flicking into the mangroves, flicking into the rock walls, any sort of structure. The great thing about the weedless hook is it's weedless. You're gonna get your lure in, you're gonna get your lure out, you're gonna get your lure in, you're gonna shake it all about, hopefully bring it out with a nice big jack or barra on the line. Pretty easy to rig up. It's got a little twist screw on the front, so you just twist that into the soft plastic's nose, and then you're gonna line up the hook, thread it through its gut so it comes out the top, making sure that your plastic is nice and straight. That's it for the Barra and Jacks box this month. If you want to check this box out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.